Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Malik. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I wanted to speak on Melio Payments. I touched on them briefly in the previous video. However, I realized that it's probably much more needed and should be emphasized a little bit more than what I did in the previous video. So I thought I would upload a quick video today talking a little bit more about it. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Now, Melio Payments makes paying vendors and other businesses very easy. I guess to list off a couple of the pros. First things first, Melio is it's free to use for businesses, and it's easy to open an account and get started with them. So you can literally have an account up and running within like 30 seconds to a minute. I guess that depends on how fast you can type. It's also very easy to use from your PC and your mobile device. You can save your vendor's payment information to make future payments easy as well. So, once you submit your first payment, you kind of just go ahead and submit it. And let me actually switch over. Yeah, you can go ahead and submit it. It saves, and then that way you don't run the risk of potentially entering in falsified information. I know sometimes you're rushing, that day may come where you're rushing, you're trying to submit the payment, and maybe you enter in the information incorrectly and don't realize, and then now you have to basically resolve that matter, right? So this helps resolve that. You don't even have to deal with that. That will be a non-factor. You're able to schedule those payments as well, so that makes it even easier for you to automate your payments. So instead of sending out those payments on specific days throughout the month, you can get it all done at the beginning of the month, or whenever you want. Do it all at once for a month in advance, months in advance, whatever you decide to do. You're also able to send direct deposit payments to your vendor using your credit card or debit card. I personally think that this is one of the biggest benefits of using their service. Now, some new businesses are looking for ways to finance their business and pay for goods and operating expenses, but they're unable to get a loan or a secure additional funds, right? So a good workaround would be to use your credit card to pay the vendor, who will not accept any credit card payments. There's a lot of them out there. Most of them don't want to deal with customers. There's a reason why they do business to business, right? They probably don't want to deal with consumers because you run the risk of dealing with chargebacks and etc., right? So there's that. Now, do keep in mind there is a 2.9% fee to utilize the payments through credit or debit card. So I don't necessarily want to advise you to do it, but it is a really good option. And I've personally done it to get some businesses started, and it was worth it, right? So a pro tip: if you decide to use credit cards, use your card with the highest cashback offer available, and that'll help offset majority or maybe all of the fees. Some credit cards offer between 1.5 to 3% cash back, but that depends on whatever promotions or benefits are running on that card. So yeah, I'll plan accordingly. It's definitely helped me, right, offset those fees. Now, like I said before, you can pay with your debit card, and there will be a 2.9% fee as well. So I mean, in my personal opinion, you might as well just use your credit card. I mean, I don't really see too much point in that option, but it's there, so the free option would be to just send your funds via ACH straight from your bank to the other bank, your vendor's bank, and it's free. Not all banks allow free ACH transfers. Melio Payments is a perfect workaround for this. Why pay for a service if you can get it for free, right? So Melio makes it very easy to send payments, and to top it off, you do have the option for your vendor to receive the funds via ACH or a check in the mail. Some vendors are old school like that. They prefer you send them a check. That is an option. There are a lot of other features as well, like you can get like 1099 preparation, billing and invoicing, bookkeeping. You can connect your QuickBooks account. You have recurring or subscription billing, which I personally believe is a huge benefit, depending on what your business is surrounded by. You have vendor management and more. So I guess to kind of top it off, their customer service is pretty responsive. I have had issues in the past with their, using their service. It's not an often thing, but that one time I remember having an issue with them. They were pretty quick to respond to me and give me quick responses. Do keep in mind, I believe it was like that back then, and I think it's still that way now. You can only communicate via email, so keep that in mind. But like I said, they're pretty quick to respond. They also have real reviews you can check out on Trustpilot, and based on their responses, as well as the response rate to negative reviews, I figured that it's more likely to be real feedback versus fake. Yeah, I mean, that is a thing, unfortunately. Anyone who's been in the retail space for long enough will know that you can get fake feedback, which I believe is that's definitely black hat tactics, and I think it's even potentially illegal. So not really something I advise you to do, but people do it, so it is what it is. But yeah, see here, Their response rate is 93% for negative reviews. They have a 4.3 in their reviews, 4.3 out of 5. I think that's actually a pretty high rate of positive feedback. But if you sort through it, you'll see negative reviews mixed in here. They reply to them. You'll see positive. Yeah, so to me personally, it does look like, after I was reading through some of these reviews, it did kind of look like the overall theme was that they do have legit reviews. So that's always a good thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and clarify. So yeah, another thing that I kind of want to mention is that it's not common. It's a rare situation in my experience, but sometimes payments do go out late, right? So I would personally recommend you schedule your payments out in advance. Make sure things are situated so that you're less likely to run into that problem. But overall, I strongly recommend any business in need of services like this to use Melio Payments and simplify your life. Focus on the things that matter, such as scaling, and automate what you can. So if you have a bank account or you're banking with a banking provider that charges you ACH payments, use Melio Payments. If you would like to use credit cards, even if you have the money, or you don't, if you would prefer to use credit cards to pay your vendors, but they do not accept credit card payments, they only accept ACH or checks, use Melio Payments. It's very easy. It's quick to set up an account. Like I said, the fees are very upfront. And yeah, awesome service. I've used it for years. Really good service to use. And yeah, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I do plan to release more videos centered around business financing, business credit cards, and also businesses you can take part of that are, it's going to require an investment, but it's a real life business that you can actually take advantage of that will produce money. I plan on dropping videos like that in the future. So yeah, make sure to stick around. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care.